What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. My name's Nicole and I'm an addict, and my sobriety date is July 13th of 2015, and I do utilize maintenance medication. I'm currently down from 12 milligrams and I'm on 2 milligrams of Suboxone. Before we get into this video, if you guys don't mind, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification bell. That way you will be made aware of every time that I go live. For those of you guys that are brand new, maybe just joining the Real Talk Recovery family, I go live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for the next month. With all this coronavirus stuff that's going on, me and two good friends of mine, Sober James and LT from Recovering Addicts, we have joined forces and we're doing meetings in the evening. So I start at 7, then James starts at 8, then LT starts at 9. I'll link all their channels in the description box of this video, so that way you guys can find them. So yeah, I noticed that a lot of new people have came to the channel, and I just kind of wanted to give you guys a brief summary of me and my life and how my addiction started, and then how I got onto Suboxone. So I hope that this video helps you, and if you need to reach out or you need someone to talk to, you can always text or call me at 501-991-5149. Okay, so let's get started. So my addiction started when I was 17 years old. Before my addiction got started, in my childhood, I had a great childhood, you guys. My mom and dad are still married to this day. I grew up in a city called Hot Springs, Arkansas. My mom's Mexican, my dad's Italian, and they met in the Air Force. They actually are both from, my dad's from New York, my mom's from California. They met right in the middle in Arkansas and fell in love. And then they had me in New York, and then we moved down here when I was like 4. So I've been in Arkansas all my life, hence the little southern accent. So life was good, you guys. My life was really great. My parents took very good care of me. I had everything I ever wanted and more. I had 2 little sisters, Michelle and Christine. Now, once my sister Michelle started struggling with her bipolar disorder, we didn't know what it was at first. And so my parents, they didn't know what to do. And so there was a little bit of crazy drama in our family because my sister would act out. She would run away from home. She was very promiscuous. And my mom and her would be in physical altercations because of these things. And so it put a lot of stress on our family. At that time, and I'm not blaming my sister at all, but at that time, my mom and dad were so preoccupied with my sister that me and my other sister, Christine, we could do whatever we wanted and nobody was really knowing what was going on. And so that's what I was doing. Now, my baby sister, she's just so good. She ain't never been in trouble in her life, y'all. She wouldn't know what trouble was if it knocked her in the head. So she was a good kid, but I was running amok, and that's when I started getting high. At about 17 years old, I started drinking and partying and going to all these keg parties after the football games, and that's when I realized, like, wow, getting drunk and fucking smoking weed is fun, and it feels good. And so I started doing it all the time. By my junior year, I was skipping school every day to go out and smoke with my friend Jessica. I'm telling you guys, I'm not even, she drove this little white, I don't even know what kind of car it was, but it was a convertible car, but it was an older model. It had 2 seats in the front and a little bucket seat in the back. And me and her and my friend Jerry, this gay guy, we would skip school together and go smoke my house out. Then we would eat all the food in my parents' house, and then my dad would come home and he'd be like, what the hell? Where's all of our food? And then me and my sister knew where it was at because we were both skipping together. So I was a hot mess in high school. By senior high, I started dabbling with methamphetamine. And by the time I graduated high school at 18 years old, I was smoking and snorting meth daily. Okay, I was buying it on my own. I was meeting drug dealers at my jobs, and they were coming and dropping it off to me. And my addiction got really, really bad really quickly once I started using methamphetamine. By the time I was 24, you guys, I started to shoot methamphetamine. And after I started shooting, my life went to shit. Okay? I actually got in trouble with the law. I was driving my car. I got pulled over and I caught a felony. Okay, caught a felony, possession of a controlled substance, Class C felony methamphetamine. They put me on probation, and y'all know how probation is. If you're not ready to get sober and you get put on probation, you can hang that shit up. You're going to go to prison. They put me on probation. I could not stay sober. So what happened was she tried to send me to treatment, and I went to treatment, came out, and relapsed. And then she revoked my probation and sent me to prison. I did 1 year in a regional punishment facility in Pine Bluff, Arkansas Department of Corrections. Okay? I share a little bit about my experience in prison. I have a whole playlist. If you guys are interested, I will link it in the card, and I will link it in the comment section so y'all can check it out. But honestly, you guys, prison wasn't nothing but a thing for me. I went in, did my time, and I was back out, you know. I did a year, came out, and I paroled out to a place here in Little Rock, a halfway house. And I was on the right track. I had a sponsor. I was going to meetings. I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing. And I got a really good job. And instead of like staying focused on my sobriety and like keeping my recovery number one, I let that job take precedent, okay? And I relapsed. When I relapsed in 2010, I didn't come back until 2015 when I got sober this last time. So let me share with you guys. And in between these times there, I went to treatment. I've been to 5 rehabs, and this was my 5th one in 2015. So in 2015, my son he was about to turn 1 year old. It was 2 days before his first birthday. Child Protective Services came to my house and took my son because I was getting high. So was my husband. All right. So they ordered me to go to treatment. So I went straight into rehab, stayed there for 30 days. While I was in treatment, the first 2 weeks I was there, I was having my husband smuggle me Xanax into the treatment center. Well, they caught me. They caught me and they said, you know what? We're kicking you out. I don't know why they decided not to, you guys, but they gave me a second chance. And when I came out of treatment, I had 2 weeks sober. I had 2 weeks sober, and my husband picked me up, and I was like fiending. I wanted to get high. I wanted to shoot Roxy's because, did I tell you guys that? Okay, so when I relapsed in 2010, that's when I started shooting Roxy's. I had always abused painkillers, but I had never injected them. And so in 2010, I started injecting Roxy's, and so Roxy's, Xanax's, and meth were like my jam. My husband picked me up and he let me know that he had gotten on Suboxone, and I was just like so pissed off, you guys, because you know what everybody says about Suboxone, how it's just trading addictions, how you're not really sober, why are you saying you're in recovery, all those terrible things that people say, that the withdrawal is worse than heroin, yada, 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 right? And I was upset because I thought, well, we live together, you know, and so I talked to my therapist and my doctor, and that's when I was like, I'm going to give it a try. I'm so glad that I did not listen to what other people say, you guys, because Suboxone has saved my life. And now I'm down to 2 milligrams, and I'm tapering low and slow, and I'm not in a rush. I'm taking my time. But if I had listened to what everyone else was saying, I wouldn't be here today to share my story with you guys. If I had listened to all the negativity, all the fake information people were giving out, the misinformation, I would be dead. My son wouldn't have his mom. I got on Suboxone, you guys, and it saved my life. I've never felt high on Suboxone. The first 2 days I took it, I was tired and lethargic. After it evened out in my system, I felt great. And now I feel like a normal person, just a normal person. I didn't just get on Suboxone though. I got on Suboxone, I started going to meetings, I got a sponsor, and I started doing therapy. These things are crucial if you want to be successful in your recovery, okay? Crucial, you guys. So if you get on maintenance medication, don't just get on maintenance and expect for your whole life to get better, because it's not, all right? get on your maintenance medication, and then look for some good therapy and find a recovery program. It does not have to be 12 steps, but find a program, okay? Then after about 2 years of being on Suboxone, I found MARA, and that's what we do here on my channel. I did not create MARA. MARA International, Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous, is a fellowship of men and women who utilize maintenance medication, and it's for people like us. It's 12-step fellowship. They're publishing a book. I'm so excited about it. But we do meetings here every Friday that are MARA, okay? And I've gotten those approved through MARA. But I wanted to come on here and just share a little bit about, you know, why I got on Suboxone, what it was like, how the process went, because I think a lot of people don't understand, like, I was sober before I got on Suboxone. I got on Suboxone because I didn't think I could stay sober. I needed support, okay? And when I mean sober, I mean I didn't have Suboxone in my system. I'm sober right now. Sober is a state of mind. Sober is, has your life improved? Are you doing better? Are you able to take care of your kids? Sober can be, anybody can claim sobriety, okay? There's emotional sobriety, and then there's sobriety like what I am right now. And, you know, working through my recovery and actually doing my therapy, I've been able to gain emotional sobriety also. So anyways, I just want to do this quick little introduction to those of you guys that are new to the channel. Welcome. I'll see you guys tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have a special guest coming on to tell his story. His name is Kyle. So I hope you guys will join us tonight, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I love you guys. Welcome to the channel. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down in the comment section. If you need to talk to me, text me on the Real Talk Recovery phone line. If you have any video suggestions, videos you want me to make, say it down below. I will make them for you right away. All right, guys. Love y'all.